Hi, welcome to RAR Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on inverses to matrices. So what I want to do is I want to figure out how to find the inverse of a matrix. There are a few approaches that you can use. One is using the determinant. I'm not going to use the determinant in this series of videos. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to rewrite this matrix, this 7, negative 10, 5, negative 7. And instead of putting the other part of my matrix here, I'm going to put a line. And on the other side of the line, I'm going to put an identity matrix. An identity matrix is a matrix with ones down the main diagonal, zeros everywhere else. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially solve this matrix so that this side is an identity matrix. And when the left side is the identity matrix, the right side is the inverse. So the way I'm going to do my calculations is I'm going to pivot on this 7. I'm going to use this 7 to zero out the 5. To do that, I'm going to do 5 times row 1 minus 7 times row 2. 5 times row 1 is going to be 35, negative 50, 5, 0. Negative 7 times row 2 is going to be negative 35, 49, 0, negative 7. And when I add down, I'm going to get a 0, a negative 1, 5, negative 7. So when I rewrite my matrix, I now have, for my top row, it remains the 7, negative 10, 1, 0. But my second row becomes a 0, negative 1, 5, negative 7. Now, one thing I could have done is I could have come through here and said, I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. That would give me a 1, negative 5, and a positive 7. Okay, so it looks good for getting my identity matrix. Now I need to pivot on this positive 1 to eliminate that negative 10. So to do that, I'm going to say row 1 plus 10 times row 2. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to say row 1, which is the 7, negative 10, 1, 0, and 10 times row 2. So 0, 10, negative 50, 70. And when I add down, I'm going to get a 7, 0, negative 49, 70. And I'm going to divide by 7 before I rewrite this. 1, 0, negative 7, 10. 0, 1, negative 5, 7. Rewriting the second row over here. Now I have an identity matrix on the left, which means the inverse of A is going to be negative 7, 10, negative 5, 7. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.